Hey friends, hey family, welcome back to yet another exciting episode and a new season of Glassjaw Gundi, navigating life's vulnerabilities. I'm your host, Ayanda Shabalala, and I appreciate you so much for tuning in. So as I'm shooting this episode and when this episode will air, it will be the second week of January 2025. Brand spanking new year, and you know what that means? It's a fresh start and a world of opportunity exists. So there's no better time such as this to just carpe diem and seize the day, my beloved. And that is exactly what today's episode is about. It's about curating, cultivating, and actually executing a vision for 2020 Thrive. So if you're anything like me, nah, creating a vision at the beginning of the year can be both exciting and equally intimidating. It's exciting because I am such a visionary. Like, I love planning, I love vision boards, journaling, the arts and crafts of it all. Like, I love doing that. The intimidating part is the actual doing part. I struggle sometimes with seeing my goals through to the end of the year, and that can be very disheartening because if I don't achieve them, then I feel like a failure. So that is a trait that I'm actively trying to overcome and get better at, and it's actually working. Over the years, I have learned to show myself grace and kindness when I feel like I cannot show up as 100% of my best efforts. And that has helped me appreciate and acknowledge that I am human. And that is the beauty of consistency. Okay. You need to discard the idea that consistency is this linear incline. No, there will be hiccups, there will be breaks, there will be zigzags. It looks like this. It's a wavelength, okay? It's not always going to be like this. And in those days where you have a dip, you need to show yourself kindness during those days. And that is why consistency is so important. And that is why I vouch for consistency. As long as you can show up 80% of the time, and sometimes during that 80% of the time, you give 100% of your efforts, then you are doing well. On some days, your 100% might only look like waking up in the morning and taking a shower. But as long as for 5 out of the 7 days of the week, you show up and give it your all, then you are good to go, my beloved. So consistency is just a gradual evolution towards becoming a better version of yourself instead of just like this instantaneous event that cannot be sustained. All right, awesome. So I have come up with 4 steps, which I think are watertight in terms of achieving your vision or your resolutions, if that's what you call them, for 2020 Thrive. Okay. So, step 1, I'm going to need you to intentionally set aside a time, a place, and a date, and maybe even a venue to kind of pray on and meditate on your vision for the year. I cannot stress the importance of this, guys, because praying about your vision for the year is you need to surrender your plans to God. And let me tell you why. Your vision is closely aligned and intertwined with your purpose in life. Please do check out the episode that I did on navigating life's purpose. I think it's episode 6, if I'm not mistaken, on my channel. Groundbreaking stuff, just riveting stuff. So check out that episode on navigating purpose because, so your vision and your purpose are closely intertwined. That's why when you are curating a vision for 2025, you need to pray about it and meditate about it and submit your plans to God. Now, I just want to talk about the difference between a vision and a purpose. Although sometimes we use the two terms interchangeably, there is a distinct difference. So your vision is the impactful steps you take towards achieving a goal. Okay, so you're actually doing it. Whereas your purpose is the specific reason for your existence. Okay, I'm going to break it down even further. Your purpose is predefined, it's predetermined. It exists before you are even born, it exists before your vision. Whereas your vision is the mental picture that your brain paints in order for you to achieve your life purpose. Okay, I'm going to create another analogy, and this is something that I heard from a friend of mine, and I thought it was actually beautiful. So, spiritually, think about your purpose as this. Imagine before you are born, right? Your soul has a meeting with God. How beautiful. And during that meeting, your soul and God kind of define your KPAs, your key performance areas. And God says to you, okay, Ayanda, so while you're on earth, what do you want to achieve? Because remember, God is a God of autonomy, a God of independence, a God of freedom. So you have a say in what you're going to do while you're on earth. And then you say, okay, God, when I'm on earth, this is what I want to do. And then you guys jot that down, and it becomes a contract between you and God, between your soul and God. And that is your purpose. It is predefined. It exists before you are even born. And now you are born and you assume your human form, okay? Now your vision comes in. Right. So now your soul needs to communicate to your human form what your purpose is. Né? And your soul does that by implanting desires and visions within your heart, within your mind, to signal to you what your purpose in life is so that you can aspire to fulfill that purpose. And those are your visions, those are your desires, those are your dreams, your manifestations, your goals, your resolutions. That is what I think the spiritual difference between a purpose and a vision is. So yes, your purpose is predefined. It is a contract between your soul and God, whereas your vision is the mental picture that your brain paints to yourself while you're in your human form in order for you to achieve your purpose in life. Yeah, so that's step one, is to intentionally set aside a time, a place, and a date to pray about and meditate on your vision. Step two, in cultivating and executing your Vision 2020 Thrive, is to actually write down your vision. Okay. Now you can do this in the form of a vision board or journaling, but it is very important to put pen to paper. And it is said that you have solved 90% of the problem just by writing it down. Okay. So in this case, obviously the vision isn't a problem, but it is a statement. And once you have written something down, you have signaled to your brain, listen, brain, we are actually doing this. And then incentivizes your brain to wake up every day and work towards the goals that you have written. Also, another hack that I like to do, or rather I would like to implement this year while I'm writing down my vision, is to break down your vision into palatable bites. Okay. So if you have a year-long dream, for instance, you want to obtain your postgraduate degree, break that down into quarters. Maybe in quarter one, you want to pass all your termly exams or things like that. Or if you're trying to shed a few kilos, break that down into quarters. Don't just say, okay, my vision is to lose 10 kgs by the end of the year. No, break it down into sizable bites. And that creates an incentive for you to move on to the next step and move on to the next step and move on to the next step. I really hope that this is landing on fertile soil and making sense, guys, because I promise you these are idiot proof. Okay, you are going to achieve your Vision 2020 Thrive. Step 3. Okay, so you've prayed about your vision, you've meditated on it, and you've written it down. Now, step 3 is I am going to need you to practice consistency. I spoke about consistency a few minutes into this podcast, and consistency is key because it cultivates discipline. You just need to start. That's why it says seize the day, carpe diem. You just need to start. If you want to lose weight, just go to the gym. Block out the noise. It doesn't matter if you think that you look stupid. Trust me, everyone doesn't know what they are doing when they are starting at someone. No one starts off as an expert, okay? So just start somewhere. And before you know it, you've done it for 1 day, then you've done it for 7 days. Hey, next thing it's 14 days. And what do you know, after 21 days, you have created a habit. You have cultivated discipline, and you have showed up every day to work towards your Vision 2020 Thrive. So, yeah, practice consistency. Step 4 in cultivating your and executing your Vision 2020 Thrive is to just practice gratitude. Okay, so you've prayed about this, you've been consistent on this, but now you need to be grateful at your achievements. So if you achieve something at the end of the quarter, that you had set out 3 months before, you need to celebrate the small wins. Okay, I don't care. A win is a win, you guys. And this is important because it creates internal validation, and the most important type of validation. You need to be proud of yourself before anyone else can be proud of you. Don't worry about who's not proud of you, this and that. As long as you are proud of yourself, then it signals to your brain, oh, you know what, I did a great job, and I can then move on to the next goal and the next goal, because there's a perceived reward at the end of each achievement. So practice gratitude. And gratitude also releases more blessings. Hey, when you are grateful, God can see, oh, you know what, this person is really grateful. Let me just keep on blessing and blessing and blessing them. So yeah, those are my 4 steps towards achieving a successful vision for 2025. I just want to reflect a little bit on 2024. 2024 was a fairly good year for me. It didn't come without problems. But during those times, I remained steadfast in my faith in God, and not to brag or anything, with the utmost humility. I am so grateful for everything that I achieved in 2024 rather. I managed to graduate with my honors degree, all while working a full-time job and being a mommy bear. I managed to buy myself my big girl car, which is so, so, so amazing. I'm so grateful for that. What else? Oh, in 2024, I also served in ministry, in church ministry as an usher. Guys, serving in ministry and then obviously not expecting anything in return is so fulfilling. It is so rewarding. So that was a big highlight for me in 2024. What else? I also just managed to stay alive. I managed to maintain good relations with my family and my friends. I managed to nurture friendships that already existed. I mean, some were lost along the line, but hey, we move. The ones that stayed and really persevered, I managed to nurture those and cultivate those friendships even more. So all in all, 2024 was a great year. I have my health, I have my family, I have my friends, I have my God. What more can I possibly ask for? So yeah, please in 2025, take this step, these 4 steps under your stride. And I know that this is nothing new. You guys probably already know this. However, it's good to get a reminder from a friendly voice now and again. And I'm wishing you all the best for 2025. So until next time, beloved, I will see you later. Bye.